Hello and welcome to our Stockingfield Artwork and Lockburn Road Access Improvements sites. Mackenzie Construction are delivering these works on behalf of our client, Scottish Canals. Currently we have both of these contracts operating simultaneously in the area. Stockingfield Artwork consists of the construction of the Bethere's head sculpture and some landscaping works around the flowerburst sculpture within the site compound area. For this project Mackenzie are partnered with Make It Glasgow, Nickel Wheatley and Sculpture and Design for the delivery of the contract. The Lockburn Road access improvements consist of the upgrading of 3 accesses to the towpath from Lockburn Road, comprising of some new retaining walls, drainage, a new path alignment and some new handrails and chicane gates being installed. Please watch this short induction video where you will be informed of some of the standard site procedures in operation. After this, the site supervisor will run through a briefing on the relevant RAMs and current work activities that are ongoing. All workers, subcontractors and visitors must attend the site induction. All accidents, near misses and dangerous occurrences must be reported. All environmental incidents and near misses must be reported. Work to any permit system or method statement. No foul or abusive language to be used. No discrimination by race, color, creed, sex, or religion. The consumption of or influence under alcohol or drugs will not be tolerated. Persons intoxicated by alcohol or drugs will be refused entry to the site. No radio or audio devices may be used on site unless company-specific site rules require these to be used. Smoking is controlled by the smoking policy and will only be in designated areas. The use of mobile phones will only be permitted when these are deemed necessary to comply with HSE requirements. Mobile phones should be turned off, on silent, and should only be answered when safe to do so. Sending messages or making phone calls from mobile phones should be done away from the working areas and with the approval of the site supervision. Protective clothing is identified in COSH, or RAMs must be worn at all times. All on site must wear trousers and minimum of a short sleeve top in conjunction with the required PPE. Any issue or situation which affects the health and safety of employees must be reported. Eating is not permitted in construction areas. Liquids may be permitted when safe to do so. Keep a tidy site. Don't walk by any hazards or obstructions. All personnel on site have to work to instruction and ensure safety of all other persons, including members of the public. Do not enter any restricted zone. Follow safety signs and procedures. Ensure compliance with COSH information for all materials. Plant and equipment must be visually inspected before use and any defects reported. Machine guards or locking mechanisms must not be removed. Do not put yourself or others at risk. Safe systems of work must be adhered to at all times. Employees are encouraged to take part in all initiatives and promote an interest in safety. Cooperate with management in all HSE processes and investigations. Where a hazard has been created, report it immediately and take appropriate action to prevent injury. All persons must formally register their presence on site in a manner identified as most appropriate to that specific site. The use of gas bottles and/or naked flames within a confined space, with specific reference to tanks, is prohibited. Fire Action Plan. Fire extinguishers are located within the site office and canteen units. In the event of a site emergency, the site supervisor or operative finding the fire or emergency will raise the alarm to all personnel on site. All personnel will proceed to the muster point located adjacent to 186 Brassey Street. Provided there is no immediate danger, the site supervisor will then take a register to ensure that all persons on site are accounted for. If required, the site supervisor will then instruct operatives to take up safe positions to ensure that no residents or visitors are in danger of coming into contact with the fire. The site supervisor will notify the relevant emergency service by telephoning 999, giving the site address, and assisting the emergency services as directed. Emergency contacts. Emergency contact numbers for all applicable site staff, the police, fire service, ambulance and SEPA are displayed on the site notice board. A list of Mackenzie's mental health first aiders is also displayed on the site notice board with contact numbers listed should you require them. John McGeoch, Greg Dryden and Noah Hughes are the first aid trained members of staff on the site. The site supervisor will make you aware of the principal first aider during the daily briefing. The first aid kit is located in the site office. All accidents, near misses and dangerous occurrences, must be reported to the site management as soon as possible. The closest hospital to the site is Glasgow Royal Infirmary. A grab-and-go copy of the directions is pinned to the site notice board. Alternatively, the QR code can be scanned for direction on Google Maps. The closest defibrillator is located at Step by Step Nursery, just off of Maryhill Road. A grab-and-go route and QR code are also available for directions. Welfare facilities. The welfare setup on site is comprised of a 20-feet canteen, drying room unit, a 20-feet site office stacked on top, and a 2-in-1 toilet block which is shared with Make It Glasgow. A microwave and kettle are available within the canteen. We have a supply of bottled water for drinking. The tap water is not suitable for this. Please take care to ensure that no taps are left running as the water is supplied from a tank. If you discover that the water supply has run out or we have run short of any other consumables such as toilet roll or hand towels, please alert the site management at the soonest opportunity. PPE. The mandatory PPE required on site is a hard hat, high-vis vest or jacket and steel toe cap boots. Scottish Canals policy requires a life jacket to be worn when working within 2 meters of the water's edge. A supply of job-specific PPE is kept on site. Should you require any of this, just ask. Please do not start work without it. Site management structure. The contracts manager for the site is Gavin Chesney. Greg Dryden is the site agent covering the works. John McGeoch is the site foreman and Noah Hughes is the trainee engineer on site. Reporting. Should you have any concerns regarding compliance, quality, modern slavery and whistleblowing, please inform the site management. Mackenzie Construction operates a SRR system on all of its sites. Safety observation report forms are available on site and can be used to document any positive or negative health and safety related matters. Spot quality check forms are also available, which can be used to record positive or negative quality related observations. Site restrictions. Combination padlocks are being used throughout the site. Please ask the site management for access to any secured areas. Site parking is available on Brassey Street. Please ensure that you do not block the entrance for delivery vehicles. Vehicle access to the Beata ahead is via the Stockingfield Park Path network. All vehicles must have an operative present to guide them, and the 5 mph speed limit must be adhered to. The plant route to Lochburn Road from the site compound is via Curry Street, a right turn onto Shuana Street and then a right turn onto Ruckhill Street. The plant will then depart Ruckhill Street entering the towpath. The plant will travel along the towpath and then use FCA 122 to access the Lochburn Road sites. Extreme vigilance must be maintained when operating all plant, particularly when travelling along roads and paths which are open to the public. Environmental and ecology. A pre-construction environmental appraisal has been completed for the site by Scottish Canals. A protected species survey has also been carried out for the works areas focused on potential roosting bats, badgers and birds. Both of these did not highlight any concerns. Spill control technology is available on the site in the event of a spill. A large spill kit is located at the site compound, with smaller ones kept on mobile plant or in the site van. Plant nappies must be used under any small plant that has a fuel tank. In the event of a fuel spillage, please alert site management as soon as possible. The site supervisor will now carry out a briefing on the relevant RAMs and ongoing activities on site. If you could please have your training records to hand so they may take a copy of them. Thank you for your time.